GF of 3 years that is obsessively in love with me cheats and ends it with no reason. So I've had been dating this girl for 3 years. We lived together, share bank accounts, planned our future kids, wedding, rings, etc., etc. Throughout our relationship, I have solely been the breadwinner as she can't hold down a job, which I didn't mind because I loved her and she was super in love with me. Like crazy, she would keep my toenails in a jar that she sucked and nibbled off. After an operation I had, she'd keep a piece of my flesh and proceeded to eat it. She tried to eat it in front of me in the hospital and I made her stop, and the next day she lost. We all know she ate it. And many, many more like that, but I don't want to bore you. Anyway, her parents were in some financial distress as usual with their drinking and smoking addiction they can't afford, but her dad decided he didn't want to work anymore, borrowing $10,000 from other siblings for missed mortgage payments that just went on booze and cigarettes and the rest. I helped out with money and cigarettes once in a while, but I am already support their daughter. After setting some financial goals with my at-the-time partner, she decides if she gets a job, we can reach our goals a lot early. So I wrote her a CV, and away she goes. I have in the past gotten her every job she has ever had after she picks, and this time she chose deep sea fishing. Away on the sea for 3 months. Now I really asked her if this is what she wants, and she assures me it is. So after $3,000 of expenses in flights, clothes, and everything else, she is off, calling me 3 times a day, talking heaps at the start as she is surrounded by strangers. I help her feel more settled. Later she is feeling more a part of the team and calls once a day, which I think is normal. After 2 months she goes quiet, not answering calls or calling for 2 days, and normally she calls me nonstop. If I miss a call, she proceeds to call me on every app and number. Normally I miss because I'm in the bathroom and my phone's on charge after work. But don't think much, as she is probably making friends, etc., etc. Thus is when a bookshelf of a text comes in, she says, "We are done. I feel trapped in this relationship and it's all your fault, etc., etc." I would just like to state that she was the only one putting on the pressure for kids' wedding, all the things that would make you feel trapped before and literally last week, which I was for, but just not pushing. I had to read the message about 20 times because I couldn't believe it. I call her via video and she was so cold towards me, like I was a stranger that had extremely wronged her. I said, "IDK who this is, but I would like to speak to my loving partner." Before my eyes, she snapped back, and we had a civil conversation where I made her laugh as usual. Then she said that she is done. Obviously, I wanted more info as she was begging to get married as soon as she got back. She said, "I just don't love you anymore," and turned her head, and on her neck I saw a hickey, which is obvious. I pressed her on it, and she said she is in love. Now this hit hard, so confused and hurt I hung up. This is the girl that had decided to build a relationship through Christ and have a baptism upcoming, and wanted me to join her. We had decided this trip would assist us in her goal of waiting until marriage as well. To do a full 180 and have sex with almost a complete stranger, purposefully, and kick me to the curb. Now I don't think I'm model material, but I'm 6'1", good build and naturally tanned. She was trying to get me to do model shoots, but I am too shy for that. This is where it gets messed up. I send her write-out letter, because we were also best friends. We would do everything together, like everything. So in the letter I was pouring my heart out and just asking if she was okay. I'm thinking something bad happened and she has Stockholm Syndrome or something, but obviously I didn't say that. I got a 3-word answer which read, "Thanks for the pray," then I was immediately blocked me on everything. I've been an absolute mess for the past 3 weeks, and IDK what to do. On one hand, I'm glad it happened before we got married. If she didn't go, would it have been happily ever after? Is this the part where I cut up her clothes for closure? Did I dodge a bullet? I am just really lost and don't know what to make of the situation. Please help.